Hey y'all, it's me, Heather Deshay. This is super impromptu. I was in here getting my workout on in my room, minding my business. And all of these things just started occurring to me. Like I'm listening to different songs, so on and so forth. First one, Independent Women, the second one, I believe. I haven't heard this song in forever by Destiny's Child. And it was my jam back in the day. Okay. Still a bop. Number one. Number two, very important message. So it just, for me, strewn together my own ideologies and perspectives when it came to relationships historically and where they are now, similarities included. So, with that being said, here we go. So, independent women. Yes, I had to throw on some gloss real quick. I was bugging out here. Anywho, no commitment for me. No falling in love on my number one priority, so on and so forth, right? Now, there was a lot of controversy around this song, just the concept of independent women, period, especially when it comes to Black women, because everybody translates independent women to bossy attitude, women feeling like they don't need a man for XYZ, the whole kit and caboodle. To me, that is not what Beyonce was saying. But also, if you look at it in a spiritual lens, it's not about man and woman per se. It is about the woman being her number one priority, obviously under God, but not being swayed, not being lulled and tempted by emotions, by hormones, by love, because women tend to fall in love much easier, much faster than men do. And when women fall, they fall hard. Women go in, which is why it's such a dangerous game when you're dating on both sides of the fence, because men are just as susceptible to their own emotions, their own whims, you know what I'm saying? Falling victim to their own desires. Thus, the state of the world. Men, in my humble opinion, have gotten drunken with their own power and, dazzled by their own magic sticks, no less. And we out here, like, everybody's just recovering from the remnants of man ruling the world, when it should be a collective effort, men and women running the world. So, from my own perspective, I didn't realize it. Like, it took me a minute to sit back and look at my previous relationships, the lengthier ones, and really, really put mind and thought and put everything through the sieve. Like, Heather, what were you on at the time? You know what I mean? Like, where was your perspective? And though I thought I may have been in love a time or two, was it really love, or was it lust? I'm going to ring the bell for lust because, yeah, it's just true. Hormones and sex are so powerful. The spirit of lust is so powerful. The Jezebel spirit is so immensely powerful. Like, it's something that we contend with majority of the time without realizing we're contending with such. But when the light comes on, when women fall in love, we want to give it all to you. Like, all. Everything that we are, everything that we aspire to be. We want you. We want you to be included. We want you to be instrumental, inspiring, inspired by, like, all of the above, at least from my perspective. And many of the women that I know and love, this is, similar thinking. But what happens in the midst of things, in the grand scheme of things, like, this world is so polluted with so many different distractions, and temptation is at an all-time high. It's always been high, like, readily available at every turn, like every blink, no less. But at this point, in this day and age, there's literally no escaping it. Even when you do the work, even in doing the work, you still have to face yourself in the mirror every single day. Every single day. You face yourself and your desires. And it's up to you to make the decision. Are you going to dismiss this, or are you going to submit to this? So just going back to the song, prioritizing yourself. You have to, it's so essential to prioritize yourself so you can control the variables of yourself and not leave it up to chance, up to the wind to blow you whatever direction that you think you might even want to go in. Like, be deliberate in your steps, in your decision making. Understand that you are a child of God. Understand your body is a temple, that God resides within you in this temple. So you should treat it with such reverence and guard yourself accordingly. Like, God will protect you. God will provide for you. God will open the doors, will open your eyes, not only for you, but for everybody around you. Strangers, friends, family alike. He's no respecter of persons. Everyone is afforded the same opportunity to get to know him, to get to love him, to become engulfed in a relationship with him. Making yourself a priority means understanding who you are. You can't understand who you are if you don't know from which you were made and what you were purposed for. It's a discovery. It's a journey. Become curious about yourself. Like, ask why about a whole bunch of stuff. I know I had a ton of why questions just on the random throughout my lifetime. I wonder why this. I wonder why that. I wonder why people think this way. Like, I've been an astute student of relationships and connecting with people, and like my entire life, like I was literally just wired and bred that way. Relationships, sex, all of the intricacies that come with connecting with people and the opposite sex specifically. Like, I've always just wondered, what makes this tick? What is the secret? What is the, all of the above? And despite all of the many things that I have learned and picked up on my own, really doing the work and closing off and setting my tunnel vision to what does God say about this? Every why question I have, I'm going to look for my answer in the Bible and see, does it reference something in respect to what I'm curious about or what I'm questioning or whatever the case may be? What does God have to say about it?